Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you for coming back for another video. So in today's video, I thought it would be fun to share with you guys some eyeshadow palettes that I have picked up throughout, I think these were all last year, that I intended to film with. I intended to do a full review for you guys, and that was the main intention of purchasing these palettes, but they never made it to the channel. So if you would like to see what palettes I have in my possession that I only purchased them just so I could do a review, okay, and let y'all know some stuff, but I never did, definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're going to hop right on into it. We're going to get into some drugstore palettes, alright? I don't do a lot of drugstore eyeshadow palettes on my channel. It just seems like, you know, they'd be a little bit subpar in comparison to these other options we have on the market. But I did pick some up with the intention of recording with them, and I did not. Here, Milani Gilded Desires. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about this particular palette. They talk about their other gold palettes like the Bold Obsession, the Most Loved Mattes, Pure Passion, and like the Sultry one. But this one, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, and I think I know why, because it's not that good. I mean, it's okay, you know, but I feel like some of the shades just don't perform as well as their other, you know, eyeshadow palettes that come in this form. And then this one also comes with two highlighters and stuff. So I've tried this out a couple times, but I just never got around to filming with it. It wasn't an outstanding purchase for me, and sometimes I'm either wanting to take my time filming with things that are really good or really bad. So this was just okay, you know, but if you guys want to see some information on this, definitely let me know. I'll be happy to film a video. Alright, the next palette we have is the Paradise Enchanted Scented Eyeshadow Palette. And this is a warm toned, pinky, mauvey type of a palette. And I think it's a nice palette. Actually, I just never got around to editing the footage because I have the footage recorded. I just never edited it and put it up. I never edited it and put it up. I never edited it and put it up onto the channel. So I actually have the raw footage and never got around to editing it. But I think this performs well, and I think this is one of the better eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore that I have picked up recently. Okay, Maybelline Soda Pop. Yes, it's an interesting color combination. I like this color scheme in this palette. However, the performance is just okay. I have other drugstore things that perform better. This does have a sweet smell to it, like, you know, I guess they wanted to mimic like a soda or maybe like a grape soda or something, but yeah, it still has a sweet smell to it. Yeah, this was like the second one of their scented palettes. I know they came out with the Lemonade Craze, which was not well received as far as the quality, but this one is supposedly a little better. I don't have the Lemonade Craze to compare, but this is the other palette, one of the other palettes that I picked up to share with you guys, and I never did. I never even recorded with it. Never recorded with it. Okay, and this one is in my February makeup haul, so this is the Sofx Revolution palette. You're going to be able to pick this up from Ulta. And this is her first rendition. She has a second collaboration with them that shows, or that has like the eyeshadow names, and I think it has bigger pans and stuff like that. But this is the color scheme, and I am a fan of this from what I'm seeing so far, of me, you know, reusing it, because I only used it like once or twice when I first got it, and I've just recently put this back into use this month, so you guys will see some videos coming on this, so stay tuned for that. Alright, another Revolution Reloaded palette. Reloaded Division. I don't know if Reloaded Division is the name of it or just Reloaded, but this is very similar to the ABH Subculture palette. It has a very similar color scheme, and the reason I purchased this was to do a side-by-side comparison of the Revolution versus the Subculture to see how they perform, which one you guys might like better, because if you're not a blending master, then you probably won't be a big fan of that Subculture. You really have to use some special techniques when using those eyeshadows. But with this, I thought maybe you guys, if you didn't feel like being bothered with Subculture, this might be an option. this Bad Habit Inferno palette. This is, I believe it was supposed to be a dupe for like a Urban Decay Naked Heat. I think, I'm not quite sure, I really don't remember. And when I purchased this, I thought this was like a unique, like they had come up with their own idea and brought this out, but turns out they did. I've used this a couple times, never filmed with it, and it's an alright palette. Okay, we've got Carroty. So I was on a little Carroty kick for a minute after I purchased the Posh palette, and I liked it so much I decided to try out this 9-pan palette. The name of the palette is the Nudes and Rudes palette, and so this has a nice little, I feel like it's a more cooler toned color scheme with it. You got some metallics in there, a couple mattes and stuff, and Carroty has a nice eyeshadow formula. I was going to do I was in like a whole phase of doing like 4 looks, 1 palette. I didn't put the effort into doing that with this. I just thought it was a nice little neutral tone palette to add to the collection. I was going to film with it, never did. Then I picked up something very similar. Wasn't thinking about what I have in my collection. This is from Morphe, and I picked this up from Ulta. This is a 9-pan palette, and this is, the name of the palette is the Jewel Crew 9C, and so this is very similar to that Carroty palette. I don't know which one I purchased first, but I saw this in Ulta and I was intrigued with the layout and stuff. This seems like a warmer version of the Carroty palette that I just showed you guys. I'm not a huge Morphe person anymore. Earlier in my channel I was, because it was so hyped up, and I'm like, well, I want to see what these, you know, eyeshadows are doing, and so what these brushes are like and things like that. So I kind of bought into the hype earlier into my channel, and then as I got some more information, things, and expanded my eyeshadow tastes, I just really don't rock with Morphe too much anymore. But I was going to do a video on that. The palette is just okay in my opinion. It's nothing to write home about. Next, we have the Mar palette from ColourPop. And I did do a first impressions video with this in there, but the main focus of that video was on the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. So I feel like I spent so much time doing the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, trying to make that work, that I really didn't have a lot of time to spend on these eyeshadows, and I intended to come back and do a more colorful look, incorporating some of the blues with the brown so that you could get a full idea of the capabilities of this palette, and I never did that. So I want to come back on here and do something with this, definitely, because it's still available, and I think I need to do a makeup playtime with this so I can really put those blues to use. Perception palette by ColourPop, Shayla X ColourPop, or ColourPop X, however it is. This was something that I held off on getting for a while. I think it went in and out of stock a couple times before I even decided to pick it up, because I was not familiar with Shayla at all. So I was like, well, why would I run out to get something, you know, I really don't know who the woman is. After so many reviews and things, and such great feedback on the palette, I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And it is a nice palette. I've not gotten a lot of use out of this palette just because I haven't picked it up. I'm like an eyeshadow fanatic, eyeshadow palette fanatic, so when something new comes around, I'm like, oh, okay, let me go over there. Oh, okay, I'll go over there, and I haven't touched it. So I've used it a few times. It is good. I want to get some more use out of this, so this will probably be in a one of my monthly hauls. The last 2 eyeshadow palettes I'm going to talk about, I actually have footage of these eyeshadow palettes, me using these eyeshadow palettes, and I never edited the footage to bring it up, and I think the reason being is not only with the time and stuff, I probably got busy, but also with the drama that ensued with these people afterwards. So Dream Street, ColourPop, and Kathleen Lights. Here we go. No mirror in this one. This is a very pretty eyeshadow palette. I like the color scheme of this. These standout tealy blue shades are beautiful, and I like that pink there, and then we've got all these neutrals. So it's a very nice palette for every day, and then you can get your nice pops in when you want to do a more colorful, more dramatic type of a look. I filmed a few eyeshadow looks with this, and I intended to do like a 4-in-1 video with this palette. However, before I finished the series, I think I got sidetracked on another palette series, but then also when I wanted to go back, there was so much drama around Kathleen Lights. I'm not familiar with the woman. I've never subscribed to her channel. I don't even know if I've ever watched a video. I just saw this on ColourPop and thought the color scheme was beautiful, so I picked it up. And then there was a bunch of drama with her saying the N-word and crap. I was just like, okay, well, I'll just leave it alone. So I really haven't even touched the palette since I did my first few looks with it. I would like to bring this to the channel because it is a nice eyeshadow palette. So it's just up to, I guess I'll leave it up to you guys if you're interested in seeing videos or like eyeshadow looks with this, because it is an affordable brand and ColourPop makes nice eyeshadows. And if you're fine, you're like over the whole controversy that was going on, then let me know. You know, it's kind of, that just messes everything up. Gosh, just do right so we can just enjoy the makeup. So it's not some big, you know, oh, do I do it? Do I not? You know, just come on, y'all, please. Nudie Patootie with Laura Lee. Nudie Patootie by Laura Lee Los Angeles. I picked this up because I still am subscribed to her. I haven't watched any of her videos though, probably in like 6 months or however, whenever the drama ensued, I just stopped watching. But Nudie Patootie, this is her second eyeshadow palette that she released under her brand Laura Lee Los Angeles. I thought this was a more appropriate palette for me. I like how this bends back like this. That's really nice. Thought it was a more appropriate palette for me. Her first palette was a little bit all over the place in my opinion, so I liked the neutral tones of this. But the reason I picked this up is because there was so many people saying that this would not work for deeper skin tones. People were saying that this would not work for deeper skin tones, that you would only have a few shades to use. So like I say on my channel often, I pick up palettes when I'm curious to see if they will actually work on my skin tone. I don't just go all the time off of people saying that it doesn't work and it's not going to work, because pictures can be deceiving, and then also sometimes eyeshadows in the pan can be deceiving. It depends on the base you have on your eye and the pigmentation and the quality of the eyeshadows, I think. So I wanted to try these out and see if it would work on deeper skin tones, and the palette does work on deeper skin tones. I have 4 videos recorded with this palette and they have never seen the light of day. So because of her, like, old rediscovered tweets came up with this whole drama thing, and some tweets had resurfaced about saying some stereotypical type of thing against people of color, men of color, black men. Okay, so I never edited the footage and put the video out, but I have like a 4-in-1 video all recorded. Girl, never even seen the light of day. So this is the last palette I wanted to share with you guys that I did pick up because I like, and the thing is, I like the palette. I think it's a nice palette and the shades work on my skin tone. I can get a nice mustard look with it. I can get a nice pink look with it and stuff, but I just wasn't quite sure of how I wanted to handle that if I brought it to my channel and what kind of reception it would have on my channel. And I'm not trying to bring the drama to my channel, okay? So those are the palettes that I picked up with the intention of reviewing for you guys, with the intention of putting out a video for you guys dedicated to those palettes, and they never came to fruition, never seen the light of day. So if you are interested in seeing any of those palettes, regardless if it's like the Kathleen Lights or the Laura Lee one, definitely let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to film that for you guys. I'll be happy to put that out for you guys, so in case you were interested in any of those, that you can, you know, go out and have a little bit more of an opinion on those, you know, how they would work on you. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any of these, how you like them, okay? What are your thoughts on them? Give me some feedback, alright? I'll talk to you guys really soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are interested in seeing more content from me. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And I will be talking to you guys really, really soon. Thank you for watching.